Social work, just what is it exactly? It's something a lot of people hear about but don't look into. That's exactly why we were asked to make this video by the School of Social Work. While they're out there saving the world, we're here to answer the questions of what is social work and what can you do with a social work degree, amongst other things. And also because we have video equipment, free time, and know how to use it. So let's get started. First off, a bit of a disclaimer, we are actually highly unqualified to actually talk about this stuff. So we went out and found people that are qualified. Turns out there are quite a few who know about social work. For example, here's Dr. Regina Pretorius.
Oh my gosh, that's one of the things I love about social work is that there is so much diversity in what you can do, whether it's a bachelor's or a master's. We work in the healthcare industry, we work in nonprofits, we work in government agencies, we work even in corporations.
So we got what you can do with a social work degree, but why do you want one exactly? Well, hopefully it's because you like to help people. Doesn't matter what kind of person you are, there is a place for you.
Social work is so broad, there's really a place for just about every personality type because so obviously for someone who's going to be, say, a social worker doing one-on-one therapy or a social worker doing a lot of like public health education, like doing parenting classes or things like that, it does help if you're a more extroverted person. But I have seen people come through this program who are very shy and who, because they're so passionate about what they're doing, they're able to do it. Also though, if you're, say not really a people person, but you do want to contribute to solutions to social problems, there's a lot of room for program evaluation and research because ultimately if our social workers are going to help clients, they need to know what works. So there's a very strong focus on evidence-based practice and there has to be a research component. And research very much lends itself to that person who's not really wanting to go out and talk to everybody, but who does want to be involved.
Speaking of research, how could that possibly help in a profession about people? Well, Alexa Smith Osborne fills us in.
That social work is a profession. It is a helping and health profession, and therefore it requires research to be done to provide the underpinnings for evidence-based practice. That means that what we do to people has to be based on the facts.
She actually did brain scans of veterans. Why? Well, she explains it best.
Study what lifestyle issues may be affecting brain function, what medications they're taking for service-connected disabilities, right? Or conditions. They may not have a disability, but they may have a health condition. How might the medication affect their cognitive processing? That's what we're getting out of the brain imaging.
I get it. At this point you're thinking, these people work for the school. Of course they're going to say stuff like that. Fine, here are a couple of students who can wrap this up. Meet Caitlin Pearson and Kristen Raby.
I mean, I think that in the widest scope, the calling to social work is a call to help people. I think that narrower and more specific to me, it was a calling to help my peers, and it didn't fit the traditional psychology or counseling one-on-one aspect, and so the opportunity in social work, specifically in the community setting or in the research setting, really fit what I wanted to do long-term.
As you can see, there are many options and the field is still growing.
You can do a lot of things with social work. It's very versatile. You can go into clinical practice, so you could be like a school social worker or a mental health social worker. You could go into the more of the macro. Caitlin can tell you more about the larger sphere of social work.
So clinical workers can be broken down into a lot of different categories, right? So if you're an older person, you get injured, you go to the hospital, you're gonna get a social worker, okay? That social worker is gonna help you through medications. They're gonna help you maybe through finding hospice care. They're gonna help you through finding a nursing home. And then there's social workers on the other end of the spectrum, like you said, in macro, which is along the lines of what I wanna do, that help to like organize and run non-for-profits.
Well, that's all for me here today. For more information, you can go to uta.edu/SSW.